Hello, welcome to the Spiritual View. I am Wendy, and this is your daily divine forecast for Thursday, April 24th. Okay, so um, I just want to say thank you to all of you for joining us and helping to support our channel. All of the shares, likes, comments, and subscriptions really do help us out. So thank you so much in helping us build this beautiful community. We couldn't do it without you, and we are so happy to be here, and we want to continue to do so. We do have daily content Monday through Friday. We've got our Thursday night live tonight. It's going to be an hour earlier than it was before. So instead of 8 p.m., it's going to be 7 p.m. Eastern time tonight. So please join us for that. We'd love to see you there and do some little readings for you guys. All right, so let's dive into this. So this, I just asked for a message for the collective from Spirit. I used the Healing Spirits Oracle for the Oracle cards in this reading, and I used the Dream Keepers Tarot. Okay. All right, so for what we think is happening, I got your life plan is unfolding as it should, which is wonderful. We've been getting that message a lot, right? Being told that, yes, you are on the right path. Things are going as they should. Let's see what this deck says. It says okay, so your life plan is unfolding as it should. There's no such thing as coincidence. And when you know this, you are ready to look more closely at your life plan. Your spirit guide has already opened the way for you and will give you confirmation that you are truly on the right path. Synchronicities are the way of attracting your attention and giving you confirmation that you are close to a great understanding. Very soon, you will know your true purpose. That is beautiful. And we've been talking about that, right? About when you see the synchronicities, when you see the repeated numbers, or even in our videos, and we see it every week when we're looking through, there's just certain things that line up. The messages, same messages are wanting to come through, sometimes through a slightly different lens, but very similar, right? Okay, so for what is actually happening, we have to overcome, you first have to climb, which is so true, right? We have to do the work. Okay, so let me read the excerpt here. Take this one. To overcome, you first have to climb. First, and I'm sorry, I need my glasses. Fear is heavy and has been pulling you down. So now is the time to lift your thoughts and lighten your mind by focusing on the good things you have experienced thus far and the bright prospects still to come. The guardian spirits want you to become lighter, and you can do this by overcoming the obstacles that are preventing you from achieving your goals. By working on your fears, you can remove dark and fearful thoughts from your mind and light the path ahead of you. Once you see clearly, you will realize that success is just around the corner. The light mind rises higher and sees more because it has lost the fear which once caused it to be tied down. Okay, so yeah, we've been talking about that, right? That we're kind of going through this kind of transitional period where we've been doing the work, we're setting the boundaries, we're really trying to, create what we want moving forward and laying that foundation for the future, right? Also with that first card, it was a 14, sorry, so that goes down to a 5, which is all about change, right? And then you have to overcome, you first have to climb is a 37 card, which reduces down to 1. So think of it kind of like the magician, right? So you have all of the tools you need to move yourself forward. You just need to start taking those steps and doing it and getting through it, right? So why this is happening, I got the 6 of Swords. So with the 6 of Swords, you are having to move away from an old way of thinking, right? Or it's really about releasing and letting go. And we've got the new moon coming I think this weekend. And so it's a really good time, especially with the new moon. And I hope you join us for the new moon ceremony. It's a really good time to release and let go of things that no longer serve you, things that haven't been helping you. If you are, sometimes you need to remove yourself from a situation to really be able to see it clearly. This can represent that too. It can be, like kind of a travel or distance, so where you might just be distancing yourself emotionally from a situation or a person, in order to see the relationship or the situation more clearly. Okay. And then our best step forward would be the Four of Swords. So definitely taking a break, taking care of ourselves, some self-care there, right? Super important, because trying to go through all of this, it wears on you. And if we are going to, so many of us as empaths, we try to take care of everybody around us first, and we put ourselves last. And I feel like we really need to try to put ourselves first once in a while and really take care of ourselves, because the better we can take care of ourselves, then the better we are able to help those around us, right? So really important to take care of yourself and take a minute and really kind of reflect. Also with these steps, I mean, this is kind of where you have to go inside of yourself and really think about how you want to move forward, and what you need to heal from, you know, how you want to treat yourself moving forward, right? Those are all, that's really important to do that. Okay, so then a possible outcome is the Six of Wands, which is success, and that's fantastic. That's what we want. We want to be achieving our goals, right? And getting things that we manifest and that kind of thing. But it's kind of short-lived, because there's more work to do, right? There's more work on the other side. So yes, you will begin to get the things that you've asked for. Now you're going to have to work with that new, situation or new energies or what have you, right? Whatever it is that you asked to come in, now there's going to be more work to do with that. And then what we don't see coming is the Four of Cups. And I want to read the excerpt from this deck for you, because this Four of Cups, although it still has a similar meaning to other decks, or it can, I really liked the take from this deck with this card. So let me read that for you. Okay, so it says, when the Four of Cups appears in your reading, you may want to ask yourself if you are willing to step beyond your dissatisfaction to consider what the fourth cup might hold. The three cups could represent the dissolution of a relationship, but in the fourth cup, a special friendship remains. The three cups could be the loss of a job, but in the fourth cup, the gift of free time to pursue a dream. Whatever the circumstances within the cups, we must make the effort to inquire into what is being offered, to ask ourselves if we are more comfortable with our pain than with the effort and risk required to change it. I'm going to say that again, to ask ourselves if we are more comfortable with our pain than with the effort and risk required to change it. There's still time to find healing and salvage the blessings contained in the cups, but in order to see them, action is necessary. And I think this is a really important lesson, because so many times, people, they're good with the manifesting, they're like, okay, I maybe can take some steps, but then ultimately they let fear hold them back. And because they are more comfortable with their pain, right, than the effort that it takes to change it. Because the pain they're used to. It's what you know. It's become comfortable for some people. It sometimes even becomes almost normal, right? Especially if you've been sitting with something for a really long time, or been in a situation or a relationship for a really long time, where you've just, you've thought maybe about changing it, but just, but what if it doesn't work out? Or what if that's not the right path? What if that's not the right choice? You're never going to know. You're never going to have that change happen unless you're willing to put it in the action, unless you're willing to take action to actually change it, right? And I think that's what we've all been called upon to do now. That's why we have, yes, you're on the right path. Keep going on it, right? It's time to make the change, right? So we know the steps that we have to take. So, but you have to put it into action and take those steps, right? And the reason we're doing it, we got to leave that stuff behind. It doesn't serve us anymore, right? And we need to be taking care of ourselves. We will have success if we're willing to put these things into action and taking the action. And that's where your free will comes in, right? And one of the things that we need to do, and what we've been saying, is you can ask for help. Like, you don't have to necessarily go through these things really alone. Ask for help from your spirit guides, from your community, from, you know, family, friends, what have you. But even if it's just from the divine asking for help, that can help you to have the confidence to move forward and take action and take those steps. So I think that's a beautiful reminder that I think a lot of us sometimes need. I can think of a few people in particular in my life who probably really need to hear that message. Okay, so the final advice from Spirit is one spirit guide, one way. And this is a 21 card, which goes down to a 3, back to manifesting, right? So one spirit guide, one way. Clear your mind of all conflicting knowledge and trust the path you have chosen, and soon you will be moving towards more spiritual practices. This is the time for you to trust your spirit guide to get you to the next level of your life. You have put in a lot of hard work already, but once you have turned the next corner, your path will open up and your way will be clear. Trust your spirit guide right now. And I think, Suri really hit on this yesterday with her reading and that energy that comes in, and being in touch with that, opening up your heart chakra and that love energy. And it's just indescribable, and I have talked about that before in another video, that true love feeling, right? And letting that guide you and moving forward in love and that high vibration of love, right? And yes, we are being called upon to move forward with that and to it's like the next step in our ascension, right? So this is the time. This is the time. We are coming into it, and it might feel like we're moving kind of slowly through it, but that's to give us the time to adjust, to make the adjustments that we need to, because we have to take it step by step, right? It's not an easy path, and it's not meant to be, because it should be rewarding. So we have to earn it, right? We have to take the steps and take that action to get there. All right. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please like, subscribe, share, comment, and please join us for our Thursday night live tonight, 7 o'clock Eastern. Okay. Hope to see you guys there. Take care. Till next time.